It's time that I stop living in shame for the decisions that I made. I'm not blaming anyone for the decisions that I made. I keep finding myself over and over all these years dating the same person, different faces, same mean person. It starts off so sweet, like sugar. It turns in your stomach. It makes you sick after you've digested it. Here's a secret recording of domestic violence.
You gonna get your shit in the end, bitch. I bet you that. You gonna get your shit in the motherfucking end, bitch.
What did I do to you?
You gonna get your shit in the motherfucking end, bitch.
Nothing.
I bet you get your shit in the end, bitch.
I'm going to pause it there because total confusion. 3 to 4 hours prior to that, we were having this text message conversation where there's my picture. He says, so beautiful. He goes, you are my heart, I love you deeply and honestly. And I responded back, I was just sitting here thinking about you and I laying there in our bed laughing and holding each other. I'm not feeling well, a little nauseous, pushing through this day. He says, I love that too, baby. If it's getting bad, F that job, come home, I will take care of you, your husband, me. Common law, of course. He says, I love you for that, baby, I said. I will try to push through. He says, like I said, come home, I got you. I'm on my way home now so I can wash the clothes, baby. It's you and me. F the world. We come first after God. I say, that's right, my love. And I'm like really feeling this. Like my barriers were broken down. Love you too, he says. Yes, I am daddy. I love you too, baby. Or he says, I said, love you too, baby. And I said, look what I found on my tablet. We'll ignore that picture. And then I said, okay. He says, come home, it's not worth it. Come home, baby. I said, I could lose this store, meaning my job. It's slow here, though. If I come down there, you coming home, he says. Okay, baby, should I tell her I'm sick? He says, yes. It's you first, F everything else, he says. Okay, baby, I say. Are you coming? He says, stop coming at me like that. Okay, and this is like 2 minutes after the last one. I'm like, what? I'm confused. I say, huh? Love you. So that kind of shows you the type of conversation where the mindset was. And right as I'm getting off work, I'm breaking down my display at work, and I get a frantic call from this person who tells me, oh, someone just stole all of our stuff, in the laundry. And so I'm like, oh no. He's like, they took everything. And I'm trying to figure out what was taken, and I'm driving home fast. I get there, and he's in the laundry room with one of the managers or workers or supervisors here at the apartment. And he's drunk. I can tell he's been drinking probably nonstop. And I'm like, okay. But he's like, okay, I did this. No, I did this. No, I did this. Trying to explain to the woman what happened to the clothes, right? And she was like, well, file a police report. I was like, okay, well, that's fine. That's what we'll do if that's what we need to get so that you can look at the video and see who took the clothes. And I'm mad. I walk upstairs. I'm walking up the stairs to our apartment. I see the doors open. I'm like, what? Did the doors open? He goes, oh, no, I left it open. I walk in, boom, look down. And the laundry that he said was stolen is sitting right there on the floor. I was like, oh, my. We're going to eat this, because with the scene that you made and that thus dragged me into, there's no way we can even mention this, right? We're just going to obviously not file a police report and just proceed for it. And he continues to drink even more, and then we...
Because you's a coward-ass bitch.
This is what...
Because I won't fight a grown man?
No, because, bitch, you want to sit there and go down to the goddamn dirt.
That's why I listened to you out of the dirt. Because I want you to go to the dirt. Okay.
You ain't shit to a
You the one talking about you knocking me on my forehead with one hit.
You's a punk bitch, man. How you want to see a nigga go down dirty and shit?
That's why I cleaned you up.
You a punk bitch.
You can wash trash off with all these filthy trash.
See how the fuck your ass is. You's a punk bitch. You supposed to be trying to help your motherfucking man. Bitch, you want to see your man go down to the dirty.
How did that not help you?
Man, you a punk ass bitch.
Oh, wow.
You was a bitch nigga. Your pussy ain't all that to me, man. Man, you a punk bitch.
Now you say.
You need to get a nigga man that's gonna love.
And there's a few more things, like this thing escalated, and the whole time I'm telling him, just leave, I'm so over it, just leave. And he keeps saying, oh, I'm gonna leave. I already have something set up anyways. I'm like, please go to her if that's what it is. He tries to tell me, oh, no, there's no other woman. I'm say go with the homies. My homies got me. This is a darn near 60-year-old man. Almost 60, 60, right? 6 decades, excuse me. So I was like, okay, whatever, just go. And it's like his mouth is saying he's going, but his body is saying I'm staying. And I just want him out so I can clean my house that he destroyed and cleanse his energy out of here, and just really just refocus. You know, I really have no tears to cry at this point. And and he's like in my face all this time, making threats, and I'm like, back up. I can smell the rotten alcohol liquor on his voice, in his mouth, and the anger and hatred in his eyes. And this is for nothing. For nothing but being a good woman, trying to help him stay in the man's position by making money and then putting us both into the money making and expenditure decisions and stuff like that, and then making him feel like he's contributing with when he can get the gigs or the job assignments. And just, when I was like, one of the times, I was like, you gotta go. I just want you out. And he's like, why are you doing this? And he was dead face serious. Why are you kidding me? You're calling me ugly, you're calling me that, you're telling me this and that, and nobody wants me and stuff like that. And you're asking me, why do I want you to leave? I told him the obvious. I said, you clearly need mental help. And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful or anything. You need strong mental attention, probably with some psychotropics. I don't know. There's something going on. It's like he was, I don't know, he may have onset dementia. I don't know. He's almost 60. But I know he tried to tell me something, the same thing, this morning before I left for work. Oh, I found he says food stamp card, right? Someone had dropped it, I guess. And he's like, oh, call the number and see if it's if it's active. I was like, well, no, you need the PIN number anyways, the number 2, someone's going to need that food. He said, well, just call it. For the sake of peace, I called the number, knowing there's nothing he could do with it. And obviously the card had been reported lost or whatever. And he's listening on speakerphone, and he goes, oh, okay. But he had already told me that. It was like maybe 30 minutes later, he was like, oh, hey, I found this food stamp card. I'm like, yeah, you already told me about that. And I was like, the one that, it's no good and reported lost, stolen, whatever. He goes, oh, okay. So I think he may have onset dementia. But based on what he revealed to me, is that he grew up watching different men, beat the crap out of his mom, shake her up, disrespect her. And he didn't see his father, meet his father, until he was 7. And I read somewhere where a boy becomes the man he's going to be by the time he's 5. So from birth to 5, he's watching his mom, who had different, I guess, husbands or boyfriends, whatever. She had children by, but more than one put their hands on her. And this is what he grew up with. This is why we ladies, I do strongly suggest that you kind of know the family, get to know the family. Just kind of be an observer of the family before you decide to be with anyone. It's important. How was this person raised? And if raised in a bad environment, what has he or in this case she done to, or in some cases done to change that? Because change, everybody says they want to change, but change is, nobody really does it. Not most people don't, because change is hard. Change is hard. It requires you to look in the mirror and look at yourself completely naked and all your flaws, and look at your part in the decisions that you made, or indecisions that you made, and admit you were wrong about things in life and people. How am I this old still going through the same bullshit? Pardon my... He hit me on the side of my head, both sides. Kind of like a hit grab. Like a martial arts type punch. And now my neck is sore. And as he's hurling all these verbal arrows and darts and bullets at me, I'm not even feeling it anymore. It's like I've become numb to abuse. That's not good.